A month ago, as a response to one of my video recipes, my DNA is Kenyan wrote and said, "Asante for the recipe. Can you please make sour chapatis? Thanks." At first I was like, where do I begin? But then after thinking about it, I was like, in Kenya we take so much fermented porridge. Why can't I use the same principle and come up with a sourdough starter for my chapatis? And so on day one, this is what I did. I took 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 2 tablespoons of water and mixed them with no other added ingredient. I didn't add any sugar, no fruit juice, no honey. It was just that. I started by adding a tablespoon first so that I could make a thick paste that didn't have any flour pockets in it, and then proceeded to add the second tablespoon, and my consistency of the sourdough starter was a bit on the runny side. Now let me also point out that the temperatures in Nairobi on this day were averaging between 26 and 27 degrees centigrade, and that's really hot. And so this meant that the starter would develop very fast. And so I placed my lid on top. I didn't screw it on tight and left it for the second day. Now on the second day, I realized something. There was a layer of liquid that had formed on top of my sourdough starter, and I was a bit confused, like, should this be happening or not? So let me also show you from the top. As you can see, there is a foamy liquid on top, and that is as a result of the air bubbles that are being released by the yeast. Upon research, I found that I had not fed my starter properly, and so I vowed to feed my starter twice on the second day. So I fed my starter by adding 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 2 tablespoons of water in the morning, and in the evening the same amount. And so this was the consistency of my sourdough starter in the morning, and in the evening it was the same way as well, after 2 tablespoons of flour and water. And as you can see, this is how it was before I covered it in the morning of the second day, on the runny side. And I didn't screw my lid on tight and left it for the third day. And on the third day, I was pretty excited. As you can see, my sourdough starter didn't have any liquid that had formed on top, and I had so much foam going on. I was just excited. It was all one continuous mixture that, well, was smelling like alcohol for sure. So I added 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 2 tablespoons of water and mixed everything thoroughly so that everything could get incorporated. I found that by afternoon, my sourdough starter had already started forming that liquid layer on top. So I fed it in the afternoon, and I fed it again just before I went to bed. So that makes it 3 times for the third day that I fed my sourdough starter. And all these times I would feed it with 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and 2 tablespoons of water. And from here, it's when I made my sourdough chapatis using this sourdough starter. If you have enjoyed watching my experience with my sourdough starter, rate this video, like it, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Goodbye.